All right, guys, so first thing, we're going to talk about Upton Umbret again, and we are going to learn about underground animals today. And then after that, I have a YouTube link that is going to be in the next note that I send out, and that is going to include your guys' favorite exercising number counting video with Jack Hartman. And I know you guys love it, so when Mommy and Daddy play the video for you, make sure you really show them how we dance when Jack Hartman's singing, okay? Sound good? All right, okay, guys. So I have Upton Umbret over here. Can you see him? Okay, now I'm going to talk to you about him. So turn on your ears and get ready. Have you ever seen a bird that looks like Upton Umbret? Upton and his friends live in another country far, far away. Not many people have seen umbrets because they live in the tops of very tall trees. They live in the tropical rainforest. Can you guys say tropical rainforest? Very good. Upton is called an umbret. Do you see his feathers on his head? What color is he? Very good, he is. And umbrets can also be brown. This up here, all these feathers, this is called a crest. You guys say crest? Good job. So let's pretending that it's raining and we're opening umbrellas up over our heads. You guys remember how it was raining yesterday? Yeah, I had to use my umbrella yesterday. Let's see, what else do you guys notice about Upton? He's all one color. What are these called? Feathers. Very good. They are feathers. Good job. You guys ready to sing it? Okay, here we go. Upton Umbret, Upton Umbret, you says umbrella up under, upside down, and Uncle you says Very good, guys. Okay, there's Upton. And now we are going to talk about underground animals. So I'm going to move this forward so that you guys can see that picture better. And I want you to listen very carefully. Where do most animals live? Most animals live above or on top of the ground. Birds have nests up in trees, fish swim through water, and dogs and cats sleep on the ground. What animals live under the ground? Spiders, moles, snails, chipmunks. What about snakes, ants, a shrew? Can you think of anything else? Worms. Very good, guys. Ants, snails, snakes, earthworms, and chipmunks make their homes in tunnels or burrows under the ground. Can you guys say burrows? Very good. A mole, see this guy up here? He's a very strange looking animal. He lives underground. He's very small. He's only about this big, 5 to 8 inches. He can move quickly as he digs underground. The mole can dig for a long time without getting tired. Who gave the mole such a strong little body? That's right, God did. He made the mole perfect for digging holes. God gave the mole a pointed nose and 4 legs with long nails for digging. He's got really, really, really long nails. The mole's front legs are bigger than his back legs, and his front paws turn out like this. So instead of being straight, like you know how our feet are straight, or instead of being turned in, they go out like this so that when he's digging, he can dig like this and get all the sand and the dirt moved faster. The mole's feet look like little scoop shovels. Do you guys think a mole can see well? Can you see his eyes? No, you can't see his eyes. You want to know why? His eyeballs are very, 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 very tiny. He doesn't need good eyesight because he lives in his dark burrow underground. Have you guys ever seen a real mole? I haven't, and I've been to the zoo a lot of times, but I don't think they have a mole at the zoo. We don't see them a lot because they spend most of their time underground. A mole even eats underground, mostly worms and insects that he finds as he digs. Although you may not see a mole, you can tell where a mole lives because there is a bumpy little hill of dirt above his tunnels. Do you guys know what animal is an underground farmer? It's a worm. Ooh, worm. There are thousands of earthworms that live underground. These little worms are only a few inches long, but they do an important job every day. As the worms tunnel through the ground, they eat soil. So they eat the dirt, which has tiny pieces of dead plants in it. The soil passes through their bodies and makes food. The tunnels the earthworm makes may be 5 feet long. Guys, that's almost as tall as Misty. That's a really long tunnel. These tunnels help air and water get into the soil. One little earthworm could not be much help making the soil rich, so God created thousands and thousands of earthworms to work together as underground farmers. Did you guys know that there is someone who has an underground house that has a door? It's called a trap door spider. Can you guys say that? Trap door spider. Very good. He works very hard to build his underground home. After digging his tunnel way down in the ground, he lines it with silk. Silk comes from his body. That's what they use to make their nests with, or their webs. Next, he makes a special little door of mud and spun silk. God cares for all of these underground animals. He cares for the ants and the snake and the mole and the shrew and the snail and the spider. He cares for all of them, and the earthworm. All the animals that live underground, God formed their bodies in special ways to help them make their homes and live in them. God cares about each of the animals that he made, and God made people too. Does he love us? He does. He loves each and every one of us. Let's thank God for the way that he made us. Dear God, thank you so much for making the underground animals like the worm and the mole and the chipmunks and the ants. And I thank you that you made us too. And I thank you that you love us very, very much. Amen. All right, guys, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow.